in Colebrook will saddle Percys Bar in the Darley Alcibiades. Is the 2 turns something that would give you confidence in turning the tables on Tommy Joe?
I don't know if anything's going to give you confidence on turning the tables on her, but I do think it's a little bit of a, maybe something that's a little different, new thing for both fillies. I think our filly will like it. I think the main thing is that we're going to have a little bit of a home track advantage since we've been here, and Todd's been up at Saratoga, so we went away game last time, home game this time. So, we've got a lot of work to do, but hopefully there's a few little things that we can maybe make up the difference. But I mean, she's obviously very nice filly.
When she won here first time out in the spring, horses, 2-year-olds don't normally win the way that she did, coming along the inside, rallying. Did you expect she had that kind of ability to show?
Yeah, I mean, we knew she was. I thought a lot of her. Now obviously when the first part of the race went as it did, you're like, oh man, you're kind of thinking it's over, and then right as you think that, she kind of made that huge middle move to get back involved, and then then she just spurted home when the rail opened up. So yeah, it was a very professional performance for a first time starter, because she got bothered as well coming across the chute. So it was a very tough trip to win, and like you said, 4.5 is usually too short to really overcome a troubled trip, because it's almost the race is done before it's begun.
How has she grown, evolved from there?
She's done really well since Saratoga. She's put on weight. She's she's always been a long backed filly. She started to fill out behind the saddle, which is nice. She had a really good work here. Her last work before the race, I worked her in company, and she's just been doing really well. And mentally, she's the very straightforward, so that's a good thing with a big crowd. She's been through all that, and we don't really have to worry about all that with her.
What did she show you that it was particularly impressive in that work?
Just how she did. The time was fast, but how she did it, it didn't look like she was ever all out. She had a target in front of her, and around the turn, Luan kind of made a middle move, and they got together at the quarter pole and finished together. She was going by him at the end, but well in hand, and the time was 58.3. So I mean, it was just a really smooth work.
And then you've got one in the Indian Summer on Sunday, Trendsetter. Tell me how that one's coming after the race.
He had a nice work on the grass here. He won twice at Colonial on the dirt. We ran him at Kentucky Downs last time, and he was a little bit green in the race. He kind of went down the hill like a sled. He wasn't even hardly picking his legs up. He didn't know what was going on with the undulating ground. And then he got bothered late, but then he got running late in the race at Kentucky Downs. So, and a nice work here. So we added some blinkers. So it's a step up for him, obviously, from just the 2 wins at Colonial Virginia certified races. But we're just hoping he improves some, and there's not a lot of options to run a horse like that that's already won 2 races. So you kind of got to go in the stake, and in our own backyard, we're taking a shot.
What do the blinkers do for him?
I thought he worked a lot better with them. It just makes him focus a little bit more, because even in his 2 races that he won, he still was kind of green in those races. So I do think there's more there, and hopefully the blinkers and Luan getting, knowing him now, he's ridden him 1 race and he's worked him a couple times. Hopefully that'll help as well.